So let's start work on on developing our register form, and then we will go to the login form. So for that, here instead of container we are going to use the single child scroll view, since we will scroll and we have multiple text form fields here. And then we can say child column widget children, and for this column whatever is inside it, now we will add the main axis size. For this will be maximum main axis size dot max. And now first of all we will add our first image picker, that is to allow the user to pick any image for their cafe. Okay, so we can say inkwell, make sure to write here const child circle avatar. The radius for this will be 20% of the whatever the screen size is. Okay, you can have a small phone or big phone. Okay, so depending upon the screen size, whatever it is, we will take 20% of it. So in order to do that, we can simply write here media query dot of context dot size dot width. So whatever the screen size, the width of that screen is, we will take 20% of it. Okay, so we can simply write here 0.20, and then make sure to remove this const from the children. Okay, children widget. So yeah, just like this. So whatever the width of the screen is, it will take 20% of it for our circle avatar. Anyways, this is the radius for it. Then after it, the background color will be colors.white, and then the background image, that is in case when the seller has not yet selected any image, of course we have to display something. So for that we have to create a variable here in order to take care of that. Okay, so go to your favorite browser. Okay, just type this URL, press enter, and here you have to simply search for image underscore picker, this first one. Okay, with null safety, click on it, click on installing, and just copy this dependency. Okay, and then come back to your project and go to the pubspec.yaml, and here you will see this Cupertino icons. Okay, below this Cupertino icons you have to simply paste it, and then click on pubget. So it has been added successfully. Now let's just come back to our register page. So we can say now that is X file. Let's give it name as image X file. Also let's add the other required instances that we will use now, which is the image picker. We will give it name as underscore picker equals to image picker. And now let's come back here, and here now we can first check that if the image X file, if it becomes equals to null, okay, then it will be null, else we will display if there is any image in it. So using the file image, we can say image file, make sure that it is this one. Okay, file dot io. Okay, this one, not the HTML, dot io. And then we can say image X file, make sure to add the non-null exclamation mark, and then dot path. Okay, just like this. So what it means? It means that if the image X file, if this become equal, now this image X file is basically the instance which will have our image file. Whenever the seller select any image from the gallery or from the camera, then it will be saved to this variable, or you can say it will be assigned to this image x file instance. Okay, so now we are checking here for the background image, that is, if this image x file, let's say if it is not selected, no, so it will be null. Okay, that's why if it is null, then make sure to assign null value to it. Otherwise, else we have to assign, or you can say we have to display our original image file with the seller selected. Okay, so I hope now you understand this. Now after this, for the background image, remember this is for the background image. Now after this, we can say child image x file, if this becomes equals to null. Okay, if it is null, then in that case we are going to display an icon which will tell the seller that is no image has been selected yet. Okay, so we can say icon. Let's make this to the next line, okay, so that we can see the code easily. So the icon will be icons dot add underscore photo underscore alternate, this one. Okay, add photo alternate. You can add any icon you want, there are many others. I will go with this one, and then the size of it, we will take 20% of the screen width size. Okay, and then after it we have to define the color for this icon, so color will be colors dot gray. So it is in case when the image x file is null, so we will display this icon. Else what we will do, so we can say else we will display nothing, which means null. So this is how our UI looks. Let's give some space from the top. Okay, so after the inside the children column widget, we can define some size box. Okay, height 10, that is from the top. So let's see, here you can see now it looks good. Make sure to add here const. So now after the image, we have to start adding our text field for getting the name, the email and everything from the seller. So after the inkwell, okay, let's just minimize it so that we can see the code easily. Let's add a size box of height 10, and then we can simply say form. Let's create an instance of the form key, so here we can say final global key form state underscore form key equals to global key form state. And let's create also the controllers for getting names, email, etc. All the information. So first of all, you can give it name as name controller. Okay, then let's copy paste it 4 times further, and the next one we have will be the password, then the next one will be the confirm password, and then we will have the phone controller, and then the location controller. Okay, now let's just come back here, and here we can say key form key child column children widget. First of all, we will add our first custom text field for the name. So the icon for this will be icons dot person, then the controller will be the name controller, and then the hint text for it will be name. Is obscure, false. So this is for the name. Now we can just copy paste it and do it for the others. Okay, so we will have for the email, so after name we can say email. For the email it will be email controller. Have we created email controller? No, we have not. So let's just do it. Okay, can say email controller. So email controller, and then the icon for this, of course, email. And after this we will have the password and confirm password. Confirm password, and the icon for this will be lock. Similarly for it also. So password lock, make sure to change this. For the password it will be password controller. For the confirm password it will be confirm password controller. Make sure to do these changes. After the confirm password, let's just hard restart. I mean, you will see it how it looks. Okay, just like this. I hope you can see it now. After the confirm password we have, okay, one thing which we need to do here is, in case of password it will be true, and in case of is obscure, I mean the confirm password true and password true. Okay, because it is password field, so we want to make it secure, that's why. And I have already explained these things, okay, in the previous video. I hope you have watched that. So anyways, after the confirm password we have the phone, in order to get phone number, and the controller for it is phone controller. The icon for this will be phone, and then finally the next one is basically for the location. So you can copy paste this and we can say cafe or restaurant address. Okay, restaurant address, which you can see here, and the icon for this will be icons dot my underscore location. This is the icon name, and we want to make this disable, okay, because we do not want the user to type manually the address here. Okay, also make sure to change the controller for it. It is our location controller. Okay, we do not want the user to type manually here. So anyways, now after the, I mean inside this we have to write here enabled, and it will be false, so that the user can no longer type in it. Okay, because we want the user to click a button which we will add now for getting the original current location, current position, that is the latitude and longitude. So after the custom text field for cafe restaurant location, we can say container. After it, container, the width will be 400, the height will be 40, and the alignment will be alignment dot center. Then we can say child elevated button dot icon. First of all, let's add a label to it. and it will be get my location. Then style, text style, and the color for this will be colors.white. Now one thing which I need to mention here is, if you want to not make this cafe restaurant address disabled, then make sure to write here enable true. Okay, I want to make it disabled, that's why I write here false. Okay, because I want to get the position, latitude, longitude, and do not want to allow the seller to change the address manually. So anyways, now let's just complete this. After the label, we have to add some style for our this button. Okay, so style elevated button dot style from, first of all let's make our button rectangular. Okay, round rectangle border to it, so we can say shape new rounded rectangle border, border radius will be new border radius dot circular, and it will be 30. Also let's add a color to this button. So inside the style form we can say primary, and the color will be colors dot amber. Also we have to add icon. Okay, since we are using elevated button with icon, so let's add the, after the label we can say icon icons dot location underscore on, and the color will be colors dot white. Okay, so let's add const here, then same goes here, and then here also. Remove the new keyword from it. So label, icon, the third parameter that this for the elevated button that we need is, as you know it is a button, so we have to add the click event to it, which is on pressed, on long press. So we will use the on press event. For now we will just say print. We will say that clicked. Of course later on we will work on it. So this is how our button looks, get my current location. So as this is our button, okay, we have the name. Let's just check it one by one. Then email, then password, confirm password, phone, cafe restaurant address, then get my current location button. And now after it, after the form, okay, let's minimize the form now, and after the form we can add a size box of height 30. Now we are going to add a button which will be the sign up, or you can say the register button. So elevated button, child text, and it will be sign up. Let's apply some style on it. Text style, color will be colors.white, and after the text for the button, let's apply some style on the button. So we can say style elevated button dot style from, and then we can say primary, the color of for this button. So primary colors dot purple. Also, let's add here some font weight to it. I mean to make it bold, so we can say font weight dot bold, and then make sure to add here const. So text, we add style, and now we have to add the click event to our this button. So we can say on press. For now, of course, we will just say print clicked. So let's see how it looks. This is our sign up button. Now if you want, you can of course add the padding to it, I mean to make it big. Okay, so inside the elevated button style from, you can add of course padding. So you can say edge insets dot symmetric, horizontal will be 50 and vertical will be 20. Let's see how it looks. You can see in this way. So it is totally up to you, I mean how much you want this button to from the horizontal and from the vertical. So anyways, and yeah, of course if you want, I mean to change this color for this, then you can change it from here, any color you want, okay, cyan or any other. So this is all about our sign up button, and now let's add some space after the button. Okay, now let's refresh it. Now if you scroll, so this is our sign up button and some space, so it looks really beautiful. So yeah, I mean that's it for this video, and in the next video we will work on the login.